Hello everyone and welcome to today's General Hospital reaction. I am suppressing the anger and the rage of 1,000 suns because ABC 7 News decided it would be a great idea to cut off the last 2 minutes of the episode so that we could get the breaking news that Senator Menendez has been indicted. Ha 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 ha. I'm seething. I joined the Twitter storm against ABC News, and I will never be watching your news organization again. Total disrespect for the 52nd anniversary of General Hospital. I know I have to calm down, but like, I'm already filming this a little late because me and all the Twitter people are freaking out. So I'm going to give you today's reaction, and well, today we find out what caused Luke's break, and it was a really awesome episode, not disappointing at all. All the build up for over a year has been totally worth it, and I wish I could be happier. I really do, because oh my god, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out 1 second. Okay, I tweeted to the ABC Soaps and Death magazine and telling them I'm renewing my subscription with them because of how outspoken they were regarding this issue. And now, without further ado, today's General Hospital reaction now that I've calmed down a little more. Okay, so Lulu, Tracy, and Bobby want Patricia to tell them what happened so they can help Luke. Meanwhile, the worst thing ever happens in real time over at Elm Street. And so we know that today's the day that Luke's mother dies and his father runs out, so I was already having a horrible feeling about the end of the episode. I'm not going to say, but like I kind of called the end. I was like, oh, I bet that what exactly happens, but I'm sorry, I'm in a tizzy. Okay, so at Elm Street, old Luke, normal Luke, is still here. Thank goodness he didn't revert back into bad Luke or whatever. And Carly plays Luke's mother, and it's really, really cute. And Patricia wants to wear pants, and, like, I love Patricia. And so the mother, Patricia, Luke, and Bobby, like, they're all having so much fun, and they seem like such a great little family unit. And, like, what a nice life they would have had if it was just them. So then Luke's father comes in, and it's played by Anthony Geary, who's wearing a wig and a mustache. And Bobby looks like she was fun as a kid. I don't know why those two things are together. So Luke's father, on top of being incredibly sexist, was also extremely racist, as we saw in the beginning of the episode, because, like, oh my goodness, I was like, I don't know if you could say these words on TV, but I guess technically, since they're proving a point, you can, so, oh my goodness. And Luke's father sounds like some adults in today's age talking to my generation about how we've had everything handed to us and how nothing, we got everything on a silver platter and like blah 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 blah, all that drabble. So in the middle of dinner, Luke's father wants to see Luke's baseball swing, and then oh, E-Cat, please don't do that. And then he tells Luke that he swings like a little girl, and, shout out to Monet Davis, who's absolutely awesome in the Little Leagues. And Patricia stands up for Luke, and Luke's father hits her and calls her a bitch. So now we're going to cut to Oak Hill really fast, because apparently the story was that he beat their mother, and that Luke's mother's appendix burst, and he just left her to die. And Patricia's saying that's not what happened. So let's see what really happens. So Patricia takes the mother to the hospital because presumably it cuts to a scene where Luke's mother's on the floor, obviously beaten, hit in the head, something happened. And we're just led to assume that Luke's father had hit her. So Patricia wants to take the mother to the hospital in the dad's car, which makes him really angry because he loved that car more than he loved his family. And Luke wants to go with them, but Patricia tells him to stay with Bobby to protect her against the father if need be. So Lucas and Patrick are playing Dr. Brewer and Dr. Hardy. And so I don't know what I wrote. Oh, so I was like, is this how, like, hospitals work back then? You just walk into the emergency room and, like, find a doctor? Because I'm pretty sure I have to, like, sign my name in and, like, wait 5 hours to see a doctor. So pretty awesome if you just walked in and, like, doctor, please, my mother. So apparently Dr. Hardy knew the history of the family and that the father tends to smack them around. So the doctors decide to call Fred Eckert and not Tim Spencer. And so Luke's mother winds up dying because there was more swelling in her head than they had anticipated, and she wasn't able to wake up, and they weren't able to do anything for her. So Patricia is just heartbroken. And meanwhile, Luke stands up to his father and says he's not going to let him smack them around anymore and that this is over. But meanwhile, the father is like on the phone and gets the call that his wife has died. So he tells Luke that his mother isn't coming home. And initially, Luke doesn't believe his father, and his father just keeps screaming it in his face that his mother's dead. So, that makes everything better. And the Eckerts come to the hospital, and Patricia meets Bill Eckert and immediately mistakes him for Luke. And Luke tells Bobby and Patricia that Luke tells Bobby that Patricia and the mom just went for a walk, and that his dad gets all mad at him for lying to her and not telling her the truth. And Luke stands up to his father and yells at him about being a drunk and about beating them. And Luke stands up to the father. Oh, I just read that. Sorry, I'm still in a tizzy. The Eckerts we learned that the Eckerts tried to get Lena, the mother, away from Tim Spencer, but he didn't like that, and that's the reason the families were estranged, because Tim Spencer wouldn't let her see her family. Patricia goes to get Luke and Bobby to get them away from Tim Spencer. Bill Eckert goes with them. So then we learn Tim Spencer tells Luke that he's going to leave them and let them just go and let the state take care of them, because the only reason he stuck around was because he loved his wife, and that's the only reason he stuck around for the brats. Then this is where it gets a little confusing, because Patricia and Bill Eckert walk in, and Luke's in the corner, and the father's dead on the floor, and Luke, present day Luke, isn't sure if he kills his father with a baseball bat, or if his father left them, and he's in the Elm Street house, and he's trying to figure out what happened, and just as he's starting to remember, Patricia, Tracy, and Bobby show up, and now they're all in one location, which makes the story much easier to recount. Patricia realizes that so back in the day, Patricia realizes that Luke was blocking everything out, so her and Bill Eckert stuffed Tim Spencer into the broken wall in the basement. And it sounds like Patricia signed over the deed to Bill Eckert so nobody would ever know what happened. And I guess that kind of makes sense, because then, there's no reason for the house to, go to foreclosure or something, because it's technically still in the family. So then present day Luke is thinking about Bill Eckert and what he said when he was dying, and that he said something to him. Bill Eckert's dying words to Luke were, "You need to forgive yourself for what you did to your mother." And then, plot twist, it turns out Luke accidentally hit his mother with the bat while trying to defend her, because he had the bat. It seemed like he was gonna hit his father with the bat, and she came from him from behind to be stop, and he turned around and just whacked her in the head with the bat. And I had a feeling in the beginning, I was like, oh my goodness, you're gonna tell me that Luke accidentally killed his mother while defending her, and my goodness, that's what happened. But they really had me fooled. They really thought it was just him killing his father, and that's what caused the break. And then screw you, ABC News. Screw you, because you decided to cut out the last 2 minutes of the episode for the breaking news that, once again, a politician is corrupt. Whoop-de-freaking-do. At this point, I don't even care that my senator's corrupt. I just care that you cut into my news. And I hope my senator gets off on all the charges just to spite ABC. Just to spite you. Because I'm so mad. So I've been in a Twitter storm. If you want to check out that Twitter storm, I retweeted a bunch of other angry fans too. My Twitter's in the description, and Carly. I was really looking forward to just having a nice little reaction today for the 50th, because it was so exciting. And now I have to check my notifications to see if anything else has been going on. I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital, because I think it's only Thursday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I will see you for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great day. I can't even do my prank because I'm just so angry. So in that case, I will see you tomorrow for more GH. And yeah, bye.